I wasn't looking for love. Not even a little. It was just another mindless 2 a.m. doom scroll session. Me in pajamas, laying in bed, one hand in a bag of chips, the other glued to my phone. That's when it happened. He slid into my DMS. No hey, no hi, just a meme. A SpongeBob meme. Captioned, "Are you bread?" Because I loaf you. I stared at it, blinked, laughed. Not a polite chuckle, the ugly snort kind of laugh. He sent another one. This time a baby Yoda holding a heart, with a speech bubble that read, "Me waiting for you to reply." And something about it felt oddly personal. Like, somehow, this complete stranger got my humor. The next day, I opened my DMS to find another meme. Then another, and another. He never said a single word, just memes. Every morning, every night, like digital love notes from a language only we understood. And that's how it started, our story, told in memes. At first, I didn't think much of it, just some internet guy being funny. But day after day, his memes kept coming. They weren't lazy. They were layered, clever, often painfully relatable. Meme after meme, he read the room and my moods better than most people who actually talk. There were reaction memes, inside joke memes, sarcastic ones, romantic ones, sad frog memes, even obscure anime panels with captions that made me blush. He never asked for anything, never flirted outright. He just sent memes. That slowly felt like pieces of himself. Soon I started waiting for them. Refreshing my DMS like a maniac. I'd laugh in the middle of meetings. I started screenshotting them. I even sent a few back, testing the waters, matching his energy. And when he replied with a perfect match meme from The Office, yeah, my stomach flipped. I showed them to my friends over coffee one day. They were confused. Wait, so he never talks? Not even a voice note? What if he's just a bot? I didn't know how to explain it. How do you explain that someone who's never spoken a word to you somehow understands you? That their silence isn't empty, it's intentional. Then came a day that shattered me. I'd had a horrible fight with my sister, missed a deadline, and just collapsed. I sat on my floor, mascara smudged, eyes puffy, and right then, he sent another meme, a sad raccoon holding a balloon with the caption, "I don't know what's wrong, but here's a balloon." That one broke me, because it said everything I needed without saying anything at all. That was the night I realized I was falling for him, the meme guy, the stranger who never spoke. I wanted more. I wanted to hear his voice, to know his name. So, I did it. I asked for a video call. He said yes. But when the screen lit up, there he was, holding a cardboard sign in front of his face. It read, "Talking is scary." So here's another meme. I burst out laughing. He lowered the sign, and finally, I saw him. His smile was nervous, but kind. And even then, he didn't say a word. He just held up another sign. "Nice to meet you, IRL-ish." And we sat there, awkward, adorable, and wordless, sending memes in real time over chat as we stared at each other. We did that for weeks. More video calls, more memes, still no voice. And honestly, it worked. I started saving the memes, printed them out, taped them to my wall. My tiny apartment turned into a living gallery of our meme story. But then, something changed. One night, he sent a meme that threw me off, a sarcastic one. A guy walking away with the caption, "I guess you're too cool to reply now." I froze. Was he joking? Was he mad? It didn't feel like him. I didn't respond for hours. The next morning, my DMS exploded, sad cats, crying Pikachus, skeletons holding "I'm sorry" signs. even a full-on SpongeBob meme slideshow titled, "I messed up. Please don't unfriend me." That was when I knew. This wasn't just flirting, he cared. So I called him. No warning, just dialed. And he answered. His face popped up. No signs this time, just him, real, nervous, breathing. And then finally, I heard his voice. "Hi," he said. Software awkward, human. "Surprise," he laughed. "I talk." My heart exploded. I asked him why he never did before, why he hid behind memes. He looked away and said, "I didn't know how to talk to someone like you. Words are hard, but memes are honest. They don't stutter, they don't get scared, they just show how you feel." I didn't know what to say, so I didn't. I just smiled. From that day on, we balanced it, voice and memes, talking and texting, real and digital. We met in person a month later, a picnic in the park. I brought snacks. He brought a printed meme binder, every single one he'd ever sent me. And in the middle of that park, with squirrels watching and kids screaming nearby, he opened it and pointed to the first meme he ever sent. "Bread. I loaf you," it read. He looked at me and said, "I meant it, you know." And that's when I knew. He wasn't just the meme.
We kept talking, some days with memes, some days with words, some days with just silence. And somehow it was perfect. He'd send me updates like, "Today's vibe, sad penguin but trying." And I'd reply, "Same but caffeinated." It was us, no pressure, no pretending, just real. Then one day, he sent this meme, a fancy cartoon lobster with a crown. Caption, "Prepare thyself for thy royal date night." I laughed, but he wasn't joking. He picked me up, nervously holding a takeout bag. In it, bread, actual bread, garlic knots to be exact. He said, "Because I loaf you." Corny, yes. Adorable, also yes. We sat on a blanket in the park, eating garlic knots and laughing about how weird this all was. But not bad weird, just this could be something weird. Of course, not every day was soft filters and sunshine. There was a day I didn't reply. I'd lost a friend. I shut off my phone, curled under my blanket, and tried to disappear. But when I finally turned it back on, there they were, a flood of memes. Supportive, goofy, quiet ones. And at the end, just a simple photo. Him holding a sign. "I don't need a reply. Just want you to know I'm here." I cried. Because no one had ever done that before. Spoken volumes. Without speaking. Weeks later, he handed me a second binder. This one was blank, except for the first page. It said, Volume 2, Us. He looked at me and said, "Wanna keep filling it together?" I nodded. We started printing out the memes we sent, doodling next to them, writing little notes, turning them into something real. Memes turned into memories. Then he had to move. 6 months, different city, a job offer he couldn't turn down. He was scared to tell me, so he sent a meme. Long-distance relationships, powered by memes and massive Wi-Fi bills. I didn't laugh this time. I just looked at him and said, "We got this." Because I believed it, and we did. We FaceTimed while watching the same memes, sent care packages labelled Meme Emergency Kit, wrote handwritten notes to go with digital GIFs. But distance wears on you. There was a week where he stopped sending memes. I panicked. I thought maybe we were fading. Maybe real life was louder than our inside jokes. Then, a knock on my door. I opened it. And there he was, holding the binder and a baguette. He grinned, shy. I didn't forget, just had to say it in person this time. A year later, he sent one last meme before proposing. It was a stick figure holding a sign that said, "So, can we make memes forever?" I flipped the sign over. He had written, "Marry me. No ring emoji, no fancy hashtags, just us." I said yes. People say love is built on conversation, big talks, deep words. Ours, built on SpongeBob, raccoons, and sarcasm. But beneath it all was effort, presence, understanding. And if that's not love, what is? He still doesn't talk much, and that's okay, because now we speak the same meme language, and we always will. People say love is built on conversation. After the proposal, we moved in together. My room, a meme museum now. He printed them all, framed like art. Some made no sense, some still made me laugh until I cried, and some were notes he was too shy to say aloud. "This is how I spoke love," he said. I looked at the wall and heard every word. We created a language, one made of inside jokes and Baby Yoda stares. When we argued, we didn't yell, just sad raccoon, crying minion. I messed up, Pikachu. Somehow, it worked. We healed through humour, through understanding, through bread puns and Shrek gifs. Our love was weird, but it was honest. I finally brought him to brunch with the girls. At first, awkward. He nodded, smiled, meme shirt and all. But then, he slid his phone across the table, a meme of a dog sweating at a table of cats. The girls burst out laughing. That was it. He was in. We moved cities, started new jobs. Some days were long, some were stressful, but every night, a meme waited on my pillow, no matter how hard life hit. We laughed first, then talked, then healed. That was our rhythm. Then came the biggest meme of all, the ultrasound. He made a meme from it, of course. Caption, "New player unlocked baby loading, 80%. I cried. And so began a new era of memes. For the baby, for us, for every tiny, messy, magical moment. Sometimes people ask, "How did you two fall in love?" And I say, with no words, just SpongeBob, raccoons, Shrek, and one brave guy who said everything he felt in the weirdest, most wonderful way. We didn't write poetry, we sent memes. And somehow that was enough, it still is. Our first anniversary came, no fancy dinner, no big speeches, just a scavenger hunt in memes. Each meme led to a place we had shared a memory. The cafe, the park, the bookstore where we first awkwardly held hands. The last meme? Look behind you. I turned, and there he was, in a meme costume, full Baby Yoda. I married that man. We didn't want a traditional wedding, so we threw a meme wedding. Guests came dressed as their favourite memes. Our ring bearer, a kid in a grumpy cat onesie, vows were meme style. I promise to always tag you in dumb memes. I swear on Shrek's swamp to never leave you on read. People laughed, people cried. It was perfect. Our baby grew fast, and soon she sent her first meme. It was accidental, a mash of emojis and a blurry picture of our dog in a tutu. But we kept it, printed it, framed it like art. That moment was everything. Years passed, life got louder, but memes stayed. So we made a time capsule, full of memes, ones that got us through the best and worst days. We buried it in the backyard, left a note on top, open when words fail, because sometimes that's when memes mean the most. Now we're older, greyer, slower, but the meme binder still on our coffee table. Our daughter, a full-grown meme queen. She shows us new trends, sends memes that make no sense, but feel just right. And every night, before bed, he sends one. Tonight's a wrinkled SpongeBob with a cane. Still loafing, you old lady. And I laugh, like I did on that very first DM. This is forever. In memes, we loved. In memes, we stayed.